Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I'd like to call to order the Town of Hempstead Industrial Development Agency Board meeting for Tuesday, May 19th, 2026, hour of 9 a.m. Can we please stand for the pledge and also a quick remembrance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Moment of silence for the men and women in uniform, locally and overseas, and also just keep in your heart and your mind. Mayor of Hempstead, Hobbs, had a small electrical fire in his house, and so keep his family and him. They're all good, but keep them in your thoughts and prayers, because even fires like that are very, very disruptive. Just a quick moment of pause. Thanks very much. I learned about the mayor from one of the trustees, so again, keep him in your thoughts. We have a quorum, and we have a wonderful agenda. Any public comment to our agenda on items on the agenda? Okay, hearing none. Village of Freeport, any business? Wonderful team of the IDA and LDC? Thank you. In the affirmative, no business for them. For the Village of Hempstead, consideration of a sales tax exemption extension. Wow, sales tax exemption extension of time only for inward property management, inward property development, 356 Bayview Avenue, Inwood. This is for a sales tax exemption from the past? No worries. How do I rephrase it for the record? What do I call that? Just Town of Hempstead? Excellent. So correction, consideration of sales tax exemption extension of time only for inward property development, 356 Bayview Avenue, Inwood, Town of Hempstead. Once you hold off for a second, if the person shows up, we'll do it. So let's just skip that. Who's coming, the applicant or their attorney? Excellent, thank you. We can blame the Long Island Railroad strike for people being a little bit late today. New business. Oh, I'm sorry. So that was not for the Village of Hempstead. Are there any issues in the Village of Hempstead we have to address? Michael, speak up, so that's for the record.
Just said that we should be closing the Main Street project fairly soon, but that's it. There's nothing.
Excellent. And please pass on our regards if you guys are going to go. Pass our regards for the mayor, okay? Thank you. Be safe out there. All right, so we are going to skip the Inwood one. We're going to do new business applications, transaction resolutions, and presentations. Consideration of an inducement resolution for 150 Sunrise Highway LLC, located at 144-150 Sunrise Highway, Rockville Center. I think I know where this one is, but I want to hear all about it.
How about now?
You're on.
Excellent.
Good morning, attorney.
Good morning, members of the board. Peter Curry, Farrell Fritz, 400 RXR Plaza, Uniondale, New York. I'm here on behalf of the applicant. With me, standing next to me, is Ellis Abramson, his wife Patty, sitting in the audience. I would like to initially thank the staff for its cooperation in bringing this to today. This parcel is currently vacant land, almost a half acre of vacant land located at 144-150 Sunrise Highway in the village of Rockville Center. It's a corner parcel. And it's adjacent, essentially across the street from a high-performing Hampton Inn and Suites in Rockville Center, which is owned by an affiliate of the applicant. This proposed project, is a 3-story, 63-suite ground-up hotel. In connection with the application, We presented a feasibility study, and the agency commissioned a Comorn report, all of which contain a lot of information with regard to the economic value of the project, both the construction and operation of the project. We do think that common ownership of both properties will allow for certain efficiencies and strategic positioning, and I'm going to have Ellis Abramson, who really knows this business, discuss the business, the fact that the two hotels work well together with the different audiences that they attract, and I'll just let him speak and introduce himself.
Before you go there, please, I was raised in that part, in Rockville Center. Is that where the furniture place fire was?
Correct.
So it's that odd-shaped piece of land over there? No disrespect about the odd, just it's a weird. Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning. My name is Ellis Abramson. I've been in the hotel renovation business now 40 years. Back in 2002, 2003, my wife and I undertook the project of building the Hampton Inn in Rockville Center. We worked with contractors to demolish the existing building and construct the current Hampton Inn. The project was a 9-month undertaking, which started with the demolition in August of 2002, and we actually opened in May of 2003. The Hampton Inn Rockville Center is top-rated Hampton Inn in Long Island. The performance is 94% occupancy throughout the year. The cleanliness of the rooms, the professional staff that we have, is the driving factor for the success of this Hampton Inn. People want value for their money, and that's what we provide. The high occupancy means that about 300 nights a year, the hotel is sold out. Okay? So any potential customers that have not pre-booked really can't walk in and get a room. There's no rooms available. The southern corridor, which is from Rosedale to Route 110, south of the Southern State Parkway, is about 22 miles. The only branded hotels are the Hampton Inn in Rockville Center, the Best Western Motel. In Baldwin, we have the Ramada Motel, and then there's a Holiday Inn in Massapequa. Besides those hotels, there are 2 non-branded hotels, one in Lynbrook and the one in Long Beach. The rest of all the motels are all short-stay stuff. Along with these 2 non-branded, we feel that the southern part of the Southern State Parkway and that corridor is underserviced. Okay? People prefer branded hotels due to the fact that the level of standards that we're held to by Hilton is much higher than a non-branded hotel. Okay? And Hilton is a very highly regarded flag for their standards. The Hampton Inn Rockville Center is above the standard level of a typical Hampton Inn. The typical new true hotel is 1 notch below the Hampton Inn standard. We feel that we could bring it up a notch in quality and still keep the reasonable prices and have the guests feel comfortable for what they're paying for. What our guest wants is very simple: clean rooms in a safe, friendly environment. We believe that this will be the driving factor to success for the true hotel. The people want their value. That is what we will continue to offer with this new true hotel. Business travelers are driven to stay in the same flag to accumulate points for booking their rooms or upgrades. So we have a very good following with that. And with that, we feel that this is very much needed in the South Shore of Long Island, where there is no more real room to build anything, and the demand is very, very high. And I thank you.
Excellent. I have a couple questions before. So, what's the average night stay expected for that hotel and the ones you currently have
The
built?
cost?
The average time of stay.
Well, we're very fortunate with this hotel because during the week, Monday to Friday, we have business travelers that do not want to stay in Kennedy Airport or want to go out east and further. On the weekends, we cater to all the functions. weddings, birthdays, and stuff like that. So the hotel runs 7 days a week. We also have 20 rooms reserved for airlines, for the pilots, the international pilots, because they're mandated to stay 2 nights for their layover. So they stay, and the reason they come to Rockville Center is we have 100-plus restaurants where they could walk to. They don't need a car. And they enjoy Rockville Center. If they stay by Kennedy Airport, there's nowhere for them to go. They're stuck in their room for 2 days.
Great business model.
It works very well. And they jump on the train, they go into the city, they come back.
Great.
They love it.
Other question is, I've read some stuff in the local papers about some of the not in my backyard stuff, but beyond that, have you gotten the permission, and is your plan to have that kind of weird street that was like there, that connects like Merrick
own that
Road and
already.
Sunrise? Has that been like
Deeded
condemned,
to
or
us.
it's deeded to you
Yes,
guys?
sir.
It's a done deal.
Done deal.
So you have to worry about contingencies with that.
No, it's ours.
Excellent. I have no questions. Board, staff, any questions? One more time. You're good. You just use mine.
I guess you didn't want me to ask the question.
Stereo, not even stereo.
Oh, what did I do? Okay. Yeah. A couple of questions. So, are there any amenities attached to the hotel, fitness center, anything like that, or?
We have a gym, and we serve a buffet breakfast in the morning. Other than that, we have no amenities.
Okay.
The town has plenty of meals for lunch, dinner.
So, have you gotten clearance in terms of the traffic and everything, in terms of getting in and out of the hotel for people? Because that was always a question, who was ever in that site?
Correct. We had a traffic study conducted, and actually, the hotel is the least impact of traffic than retail, office building, medical building. It's the least impact. The access is fairly well through Sunrise Highway and Center Avenue. And again, it's only 63 rooms. And we don't see an issue with that, and the traffic study.
Okay. So I might have missed it, but in terms of the Hampton Inn, is this is this part of the Hampton Inn operation, or is this a separate entity?
It's a separate entity. It's a Hilton property,
Right,
but we own both.
okay,
And we're gonna run them basically the same quality.
okay. Thank you.
How many permanent jobs?
Well, we're hoping that it's gonna be about, maybe 80 construction jobs for a 6-7 month period.
And how many jobs after the place's ribbon cutting's done?
We need 25 to run the hotel.
25. Excellent.
If I might, this is probably for you, Peter. Your proposed building, does it require any variances or any type of village approvals?
Well, it's going through the village approval process now.
Okay.
Actually, there was a hearing that was adjourned until I think next week to finalize that. So we're not looking for a final authorizing resolution here. We're looking to have the application accepted and then get that finalized once we have the village approvals.
Okay, so you're pursuing that, and you understand you got to get all that in place before we can.
Yeah, and that's well in progress.
Good. And the other question I have, because you're in the village of Rockville Center, and I know this from other villages, they do have their own police department and all that. Have you been in touch with the mayor and the village in terms of, just applying to the IDA? And they're aware of that?
They are aware of that,
And they
yes.
are supportive of this?
They're supportive, well, they're supportive as they can be without the land use process being completed.
Yeah, I understand.
But they are supportive, and we did submit a significant number of supportive letters from businesses in the village.
Good.
To support this project. I will say that any statements about accommodations at the airport were not meant to be taken negatively by anybody who is involved with the Queens Chamber of Commerce. I want to make sure that that's not the case. We'd like to discuss the economic impact of the project. There will be an average of $202,000 in the annual pilot during the term of this. The Comorn report also points out the benefits of the construction of the project, which in direct, indirect, and induced are approximately $3.7 million. And then the annual operation, the on-site operations were about, in terms of sales, 8.4 million, in terms of earnings, 2.5 million approximately. So this project does well for the locality. As we've said, the businesses in Rockville Center support it. So the request at this time of the board for its consideration at a final authorizing meeting would be for a 20-year pilot, a sales tax abatement with the approximate $18.5 million worth of construction costs. That would be about $735,000. And then with an $11.7 million mortgage, $87,750 in mortgage tax exemption. And now I'd like to open it up for any other questions.
Anything from the staff? Questions, comments? Board, any further questions at all? Jack, go ahead.
Have you made any outreach to the local contractors regarding the project, like Nassau Suffolk Building Trades or someone?
They're all going to be local trades.
Including the general contractor?
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
Excellent. Okay, without further ado, can I get a motion for the consideration of an inducement resolution for 150 Sunrise Highway LLC at 144-150 Sunrise Highway in Rockville Center?
So moved.
Great. Can I get a second? Great. Those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposition? Hearing none, motion carries. Thank you very much.
And again, I'd like to thank staff on this. It took a little while to get this in form for the board. We had their close cooperation, including all the questions that they asked to make sure that we were able to answer them. So again, thanks to the staff.
Thank you, and thanks for your commitment and investment to both you and your wife for the town of Hempstead. Thank you. Thank you.
And have a good day to the members of the board.
Thank you. Next up is a consideration of a tenant, oh, Michael. Is that the young lady that was supposed to do the Inwood piece? No? Okay, no worries. I saw her sitting there waiting. No worries. All right, so consideration of a tenant consent, and I want Fred to describe this one, of a tenant consent for Valley Stream Green Acres Escapology at 750 Sunrise Highway. Fred, I gotta know. Okay. I am so glad I am so glad I asked you about that. They may not let him out. They may not let him out. Staff approves? Yes. Staff approves? Oh, I'm sorry. It's my kind of job. Okay, any board comment? So can I get a motion for a consideration?
I'll make the motion.
Jack, anybody else? Can I get a second? Great. Those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Thanks for paying attention. Those in favor? Aye. Any opposition? Hearing none, motion carries. Consideration of a tenant consent for Valley Stream Green Acres Zoomies. I said that properly. My daughter would be proud of me. Zoomies, 2034 Green Acres Mall. Staff comment or none? It's a clothing. Excellent. Excellent.
Oh,
Very,
apparel.
very niche.
Like
Very
apparel or something, right?
niche. Yes. May I get a motion to, for the consideration of tenant consent for Zoomies 2034 Green Acres Mall? Great. Second? Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Hearing none, motion carries.
Skateboards.
Consideration of a tenant consent for Valley Stream Green Acres 4-Leaf Federal Credit Union, 2034 Green Acres Mall, Valley Stream. Excellent. That's the former Bethpage Federal Credit Union. Thank you. Board comment, question? If hearing none, can I get a motion for the consideration for Four-Leaf Federal Credit Union?
I'll make the motion.
Great. Can I get a second? Thank you. Those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposition? Hearing none, motion carries. Consideration of a tenant consent, Valley Stream Green Acres for Claire's, 2034 Green Acres Mall. Excellent. Any board comment? Excellent. Can I get a motion for the consideration for Valley Stream Green Acres Claire's?
So moved.
Great. Second? Those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposition? Hearing none, motion carries. We do each individual one of these next 7 or 8, correct?
The first 5, bylaws, travel policy, capture donation policy, retail policy, and fee schedule were all adopted by the governance committee before the last meeting.
Okay. Am I allowed to make one motion for those 5 items, or no? Thank you, Attorney. So I'd like to make a motion for a consideration adoption of the following: the bylaws, the travel policy, the recapture and termination policy, the retail policy, and the fee schedule. Comment or questions from board?
I second.
Thank you. That's a second. Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? With hearing none, motion carries. Consideration and readoption of the Personnel Handbook. Board comments? Any changes? Okay. So can I get a motion for the consideration and readoption of the Personnel Handbook? Motion, please. Excellent. A second? Thank you. Those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposition? Hearing none, motion carries. Consideration and readoption of the Whistleblower Code of Conduct Policy. Excellent. Board comment? Hearing none, can I get a motion for the consideration and readoption of the Whistleblower Code of Conduct Policy? Great. A second? Great. Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Hearing none, motion carries. Consideration and readoption of the time and leave policy. Staff, you guys are all good? Excellent. We follow your lead. Board comment? Hearing none. Can I get a motion? Great. Can I get a second? Those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anybody opposition? Hearing none. Motion carries for the readoption of the time and leave policy. Consideration of notary public license renewal for Mr. Michael Lodato. And I'm assuming this is all to pay for all the fees, correct? Excellent.
You have to take the test again? It was just once? Right.
Thank- Michael, thanks for doing that. I know it's part of your job, but thank you nonetheless. Board comment? Can I get a motion for the consideration of a notary public license renewal for Michael Lodato? Great. Second? Those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposition? Hearing none, motion carries. Thank you, Michael. New business other, the CEO's report. Great. Okay. Excellent. Okay. Board comment on that? Thanks for the report. Old business, seeing none, correct? Okay. The reading and the approval of the minutes of previous meetings. I need the consideration and adoption of the minutes of April 21st, 2026.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we waive the reading of the previous minutes and adopt the minutes April 21st, 2026.
I second. Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Hearing none, motion carries. Thank you, sir. Report of the treasurer, a review of the financial statements and expenditure list from April 15th, 2026 to May 12th, 2026.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman. I just want to say once again to the staff, great job. So far, all is well, and thank you for your service and good work.
Excellent. Are there any committee updates to our wonderful staff? We're good? Excellent, thank you. Is there a need for executive session? Thank you, sir. Any other thoughts, comments from board or staff before I? Oh, shoot, okay, that's right. Did he go out to go see her? Is she here? Okay, so for the purposes of recording, we're going to just give this a few minutes. Good morning. Please step to the podium and identify yourself.
Good morning, Isaiah Moultrie, Inwood Property Development. Forgive me for being late. Traffic was insane.
Are you the gentleman that came from Albany?
No.
Oh, you get an excuse, but the strike's over, so you're good. Don't worry. No worries about that. So what's the topic this gentleman's talking about? Staff?
I'm asking for a sales tax exemption extension.
I'm sorry. This is for the Inwood property.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so for the record, ladies and gentlemen, repeat your name again, please.
Isaiah Moultrie.
Mr. Moultrie is here to talk about the consideration of a sales tax exemption of time only for the Inwood property development located at 356 Bayview Avenue in Inwood, correct?
Yes, sir.
Please state your case.
Thank you for hearing me, first of all, this morning. Once again, forgive me for being late. We were delayed from payments from the state, so there were materials that were ordered that are just now being delivered, and we're about 95% complete. So we would appreciate whatever extension you could give us that would benefit us in getting this project done.
How long are you looking for?
4 or 5 months, if possible.
Staff, can we narrow it down to a certain period, or how do you want to handle that? You okay would you rather have 6?
That's fine, thank you, sir. Thank you.
I'm a great negotiator. I'm going to give you more. It's all good.
For your negotiations.
Any comments from board beyond and I'll make a motion for this, for the, what he requested. Board comments? Absolutely. Any board comments? So I'm going to make a motion for an extension of 6 months from this day forward for the sales tax exemption of time only for Inwood Property Development, 356 Bayview Avenue, Inwood.
Second.
So let me restate that. I'd like to make a motion to extend for 6 months and a few days the extension of the sales tax exemption extension of time only for Inwood Property Development,
Second.
356 Bayview. Second? Those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposition? Hearing none. Approved. Thank you, Mr. Moultrie.
Thank you so much for everything.
You're very welcome, sir. Take care. And thanks for investing in the town of Hempstead. That covers all business for the town of Hempstead IDA, correct? Excellent. So now let's make a motion for an adjournment of the May 19th, 2026 Town of Hempstead IDA meeting. Can I get a motion? Excellent. Can I get a second? Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Hearing none, motion carries. Adjourned. I'm aware. Thank you. So 6 months and a couple days. That's for the record. 6 months and a couple days. Well, I'm also thinking the guy asked for 4, I gave him 6, but that's okay. It's all good. So before we commence with the LDC meeting, may I ask Attorney Ryan to introduce our arrival? You're the Albany export? Congratulations. How many? The- There was a strike up in Albany? No. No worries. Thank you. How long was your ride? Oh, man. Stronger woman than I. Thanks for being here. Welcome. So, I'd like to call to order the meeting of the Town of Hempstead Local Development Corporation for May 19th, 2026, commencing now at 9:32 a.m. Roll call in attendance. We have a quorum. Any announcements from the staff for us? Excellent. We have a quorum again. Any public comment? There's no public out there, so seeing none. New business. I'm gonna do, I think, all four of these together with the permission of our illustrious staff. So, under new business, we're gonna do a four, adoption, move. So, it's can I get a motion for the readoption of the Code of Conduct whistleblower policy, the readoption of the LDC bylaws, the readoption of the travel policy, and the readoption of the LDC fee schedule? Motion? Great. Second? Excellent. Those in favor?
Aye.
Excellent. Any opposition? Hearing none, motion carries for those four. Reading and approval of the minutes. Consideration and approval of the minutes of March 24th, 2026, because we didn't have a meeting in April, correct?
Okay.
Just so people know there's no gap. Thank you very much. Sir?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I move that we waive the reading of the previous minutes and adopt the minutes of March 24th, 2026.
That was his move. Can I get a second? Excellent. Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Hearing none, motion carries. Report of the treasurer. Financial statements and expenditure list, March 18th, 2026 to March 12th, 2026.
Again, I want to commend the staff for doing a great job. Financial statements, expenditure lists, all is in great order.
Excellent. Are there any committee updates? Excellent. You guys have a paper copy of this agenda? Somebody? Because mine is cut off right after chairman approval. Am I missing something down there I have to address? Thank you very much. It comes after adjournment, so I figured it was just nothing. Staff comments regarding this meeting? Board comments regarding this meeting? Hearing none, I'd like to make a motion for the adjournment of the Town of Hempstead Local Development Corporation Board meeting of May 19th, 2026.
Second.
Great. Those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposition? Hearing none, motion carries. We're adjourned. Thank you.